They get yours.
Welcome to the afternoon edition of the Friday Night BS Show, Conversation with Art, Part 4.
Part 4.
Is it 3?
No, 4.
No, we're 4.
We're 4.
Oh, that's why you don't drink when you're doing shows. That's why you don't do you're drinking shows. So yeah, this is Part 4. I don't make the adjustments.
Yeah, we are Part 4.
How do you say it in French?
Oui, PP. Okay, that's how you say it in French.
It's a Roman numeral number.
All right, so I know you had a couple topics,
Yeah.
but I had one question for both you guys first.
All right, go.
Because I, not being in the same situation as you guys have, never been married, never had kids. Okay, so now you're freshly married, and the first kid is on its way.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of pressure was that?
I was scared out of my mind, to be honest with you. But because my mom always babysitted and I was always around little kids, I was pretty comfortable. But I was still scared. Like I was always worried when he was in the crib, because there's all your fear is always in the crib.
Right.
Yeah.
Like everybody at home, make sure he's not on his stomach
Right.
and blah, blah, blah. You're always worried about that. The first cry, it's scary, dude. And like, you get books. I don't know if you got books like on the baby shower. Did you get the Spock book? And
my wife got the what to expect when you're expecting.
There you
book. Yeah.
Okay.
And we actually went through like a class that they had at Memorial. I think like it was just
well, don't kill your baby class.
Yeah, so I guess part of my question is like, so you're freshly married, and usually when we were young, when we get married, we were first starting out in the world. Did you guys have any fears of how you're going to pay for all this? I mean, did I have enough money to have a kid?
Yeah.
Did I have enough money to have a kid?
Yeah.
And am I going to be able to give my kid everything I should be giving my kid?
Yeah. I wasn't, in my mind was not so much all that stuff. It was, but in my mind was, how do I give this kid a better life than I had? And that's like your goal.
Right.
It's like, okay, every dad wants their kids to have like better than what they had. And I think that I see that now with my kids, you know,
Right. That's good.
it's like, you know, they want the same thing. They want a life better than they had. And I think that's all you can really hope for, you know, to be honest, is just make sure that, you know, they have a better life than what you had, even though your life was great and you got the things that you wanted.
Right.
How can I make their life a little better than what mine was? Right. And I think if you stay at that path, I think you're okay. You know, it's when you start going, fuck, he's going to go to Harvard, you know, he's going to go to, you know, I feel sorry, you're going to laugh, but I feel sorry for rich people.
Yeah.
Because they're like, it's not like just like worried about all that stuff, but like, you imagine having to have that just worrying about what fucking preschool your kid goes to, because it sets the chain reaction for the rest of the, you know, he's got to go to this preschool because that'll get him into this elementary school, that'll get him into this high school, that'll get him. Fuck no.
Well, Art, let me ask you a question. Okay, so
but hold on.
Yeah,
you know, that's funny that you mentioned that, because I think the pressure a lot of rich people do have, it's not even about if their kid is going to get into this school for their kid, it's for their other friends.
Yeah, it's for their friends.
It's not even for their kid. It's
status.
Like, exactly. Like those people, those that got caught up faking.
Lori Loughlin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Good point. The UCLA, right?
Yeah, USC, I thought, but yeah.
USC.
Right. So, Art, let me ask you a question. Yeah. So, your daughter's on her way. Your daughter's born. Okay.
What? You got another one?
No. The first one.
So
don't you put that on me, John.
Hey, my wife's not pregnant again. She is not killing her.
Your wife just said, what? Where's John live?
So, because I learned this at an early age, okay, because how I was raised, but I want to get you guys' perspective. As a father, you've got a family coming up. What's more important? The money spent on them or the time with them?
Like for me, time for me was important because I lost a lot of time because I was driving truck.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're young, I think obviously it's the money.
Okay.
Like when you're young, because you want to make sure you're not homeless and stuff. Like I've been in that
Right.
situation. Like so, having to commute to the Bay Area and do whatever I had
Mhm.
to do to make money.
Yeah.
But then as time goes on, like you realize that we're
You
just
need to
all
be there.
grinding. Yeah. I mean, I was I want to say it was almost like 2 years when I like lost that job.
Yeah.
So I was finally home with my daughter,
Mhm.
and my wife was working and she left, and my daughter cried, and I just felt like for
Useless,
the
right?
first time,
Yeah.
It broke me, it really hurt me because this is like a person that, and it wasn't her fault. She was just, feeling, sad. Like she wants her mom. She doesn't know who I am really,
Right.
because I'm always working.
And that hit hard, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. See, because when I was a little kid, I mean,
Well, Jesus,
my father was in Vietnam. He did 4 tours of Vietnam.
Damn. Shout out to that guy.
Yeah. So when he finally comes home, it's just like,
Dad.
no, it wasn't. Well, I'm telling you right now, right? I'm telling you right now.
Well, how old were you when he left?
When he left for Vietnam the first time, I was probably like 4 to like 3 or 4.
Still memory.
Yeah, and it's just like recollections of him being home. But it's like once I got to like the first and second grade, I knew who he was. But the whole thing is when he wasn't out of country, I mean, he was a great dad. We'd go fishing, we'd go hunting, but like once a month, he would throw us all in a car on a Sunday, and we're gonna go for a drive. We have no clue where we're going.
Shout out Becky, man.
Shout out to Becky.
Make a woman boo hoo. Sorry, Becky. I just need to get some insight on my boys. Okay.
Before we get into any more, shout out to all the hot moms.
Hey, how long has it been? Can I curse already?
Yeah.
Mother's Day was yesterday. You know what I mean? F that. We're talking about that. Y'all had your day yesterday. I'm just messing around. Shout out to all the moms, even the ones that are not.
But seriously, I mean, it.
Yeah.
There's not a platform to see what dads go through.
Yeah.
Because we're expected to take care of everything. Yeah. But like I said, when my dad was home, once a month he'd throw us in a car on a Sunday. We're going for a drive. We had no clue, no idea where we're going. Yeah. Right? Yeah. We could go. I mean, one day we wound up in at the Missouri State Fair. Had a great time. Yeah. Had no idea we were going. One time we wound up in Hannibal, Missouri for the Tom Sawyer Festival. Incredible day. I'll never forget that day in my whole life. Yeah. So much fun. But he always made sure, because our closest McDonald's was 45 miles away.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Right? So, and McDonald's was a treat.
Yeah.
Because we rarely got McDonald's.
Yeah. Same here, bro.
Right? But we'd get McDonald's someplace. Yeah. And it was huge. You don't know how huge it was. Yeah. It's like opening up your favorite Christmas present on Christmas morning. Yeah. That's how huge pulling up to a McDonald's back when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have one.
Yeah.
45
dining back then.
Yeah, it was 45 miles away. But I saw what my dad went through, because there were points where my dad in my life where my dad got a second job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's trying to provide for us.
Yeah.
And my mom always worked.
How many kids were you?
4.
4 of them?
Yeah. But dad did whatever he could.
4 sharps.
To provide.
Yeah.
Yep.
But see, nobody ever realizes what guys go through and what they think about when the first baby's on its way.
Yeah.
Because usually that's when you're
freaking out.
Yeah, that's when you're starting to come up in life and make a family, and you want to provide.
Yeah.
And men will do silently. That's why I call like fathers silent warriors.
Yeah.
Because they do whatever it takes to get the bills paid.
Yeah. For me, it was like Frankie was like two or 3.
Yeah.
And I was working for Casey's van line system, Turlock. I was working at U-Haul. It was not U-Haul, United Van Lines.
Yes.
And I was on the road all the time. It was 3 weeks on the road and 2 days home, but never guaranteed my 2 days at home. So I could have been in Arizona, Texas, Washington. It didn't matter. That was my big day. 2 days off. That's where I was. I remember being out on the road for actually over a month. It was a month and 2 weeks. Yeah. And I'm coming back finally, because back then too, everyone was moving into California, was moving out of California. I'm sorry, at that time, a lot of people were moving out of California. There's a lot of things coming back into California. So it was hard to find jobs coming back. So I was moving people to Arizona. Everyone was going to Oregon and Washington at that time. So there was never anything. So I finally got a route back into Turlock. So, and that's where our office is. So I'm coming back into Turlock. I'm supposed to have my 2 days off. So I get in the yard. Trina comes and picks me up. Take all my bags, all my stuff out of the refrigerator, and I put it in the car. I head home. I'm taking a shower. I get the phone call. Hey, I need someone to go to Arizona. And I'm like, we're getting ready to buy our first house. I'm like, oh shit, I can't say no. Got to go. Yeah. So I said, hey, let me finish eating dinner, and then let me clean my clothes, and I'll come to work. That's what you had to do, you know.
Yes.
Eat my dinner with Frankie and Katrina, pack my bags, clean my laundry, back to Turlock. I'm loading my truck, and there's a little slide door, Bob knows, on the truck, and I'm loading my stuff into the side door. It's not, there's the front door, and then there's a side door that goes into the cab. So I'm putting my stuff in, and there's a little window. Bob knows what I'm talking about. There's a little window that's on the side of the door, and I turn and I look, and I see Frankie sitting in the car seat, in the back seat, and I look, and I go, fuck this shit. Yeah. I go, this is bullshit. And I start pulling my shit out of the car, out of the truck. I'm like, this is stupid. I go, no. I went in the office. I said, look, man, I've been on the road for a month and 2 weeks. I said, I need a couple of days off with my family. Yeah. He's like, oh, you can't do it. If you do that, you're going to have to quit. I go, I quit.
Yeah.
I quit. That's how important it was for me. And he was only 2 at the time. Yeah. And it hit me. So like a ton of bricks, dude. I looked over in that little window and I see him, and I'm just like, and Trina was shocked. Like, I got back. She goes, what are you doing? I go, I quit. I go, this is bullshit. I go, I still go home. And on the way home, I stopped at Vito's Trucking.
Vito's. Shout out to Vito's Trucking.
Shout out to Vito. Vito's like, fuck, you're hired. When do you need to start? I go, well, technically, I can't start because of my logbook.
Right.
Which he was trying to get me to cheat, to get back on the road. He's like, let me see your logbook. He goes, you know what? Take a couple of days off, come back, you're hired.
Yeah.
And I got hired on the spot, but it was that moment, seeing him and my mind just saying, you know what? Fuck this. This is bullshit. Yeah. And I was 2 years into doing that. So like, it was like, I was kidding when I said to Bob, oh, hey, Dad. That's what I felt like with Frank. Yeah. Frank was like, who is this fucking guy, man?
Yeah, exactly.
He's 3 years old, and he's like, who are you, man?
Right. So Becky has a comment up there that you're hiding.
Which one?
The one before right here. Yeah. So Becky, we traveled a lot as a kid because we lived in Missouri. Every time Dad got transferred, we'd like road trip back and forth across the country. And our lunches, swear to God, we would pull over to a rest area, and we pull out a cooler, and we had bologna sandwiches.
Yeah, I remember
bologna sandwiches and soda, and that was lunch.
Yeah.
And then we had a pop-up tent trailer. And once we got to the KOA campground, we'd pop up the tent trailer. Then Mom would start cooking dinner.
Yeah.
So we didn't get a lot of restaurants and stuff on the road.
Yeah.
But I remember it was so cool. Yeah. Pull over the side of the road, make a bologna sandwich for lunch. And that's
like backing. Moms too.
Well, yeah, moms too. But
all parents, and it's important for parents.
All parents are important, but it's like what I said. I mean, single moms go through the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
silent warriors. They are silent warriors
playing both roles
because they will do whatever.
Yeah, she was a single mom.
Whatever they have to do to provide.
Yeah.
But usually, if it's husband and wife, the man never complains hardly because he's got to go provide for the family.
Yeah.
And no one gives him a lot of credit. Yeah. Single moms too, though.
Yeah.
They got to do whatever they got to do to provide.
I had a lot of times that's what happens when the guy has to go out there. The dad has to work. Like, you are a single mom. You're a single parent. Yeah. Dad's out there working.
We had bologna, but it's Italian bologna, which is mortadella.
You had mortadella. Okay.
That's fire. Mortadella is a hell of
but that's our Italian bologna.
But now it's just like if you road trip, it's McDonald's and all this other stuff. And nobody pulls over to the restaurants anymore, pulls out a cooler. Kids start playing while mom's making bologna sandwiches. Yeah. And that was so much fun, though.
We could be literally going 20 minutes away, and my mom always had food in the car
Yes.
and a bottled water.
Yes.
Water's
Yes.
like dude,
Yes.
it's not 1930 anymore, Mom. There's an AM PM. There's a liquor store or station.
That kind of stuff too with evolution. That stuff kind of ruins little things like you were saying. Because now parents are just like, hey, here's a tablet.
Yeah, here's a tablet.
Here's your phone.
Shut up.
Well, yeah.
Well,
So
I didn't say that, but
we didn't have electronics in the car, so we had to talk and play with each other.
Exactly.
But as soon as Dad said, "Cool it," because he's kind of stressed, you needed to shut up.
Yeah, you should.
Because me and my brother Bill, one time, we didn't, and we are. I believe we're going from California to Missouri. Dad came home from Vietnam. We're getting transferred back to Fort Lindenwood. Me and my brother Bill.
Shout out, Bill.
Yeah,
shout out, Bill.
So we are
Bob, please.
We are we are arguing. He's a year older than me, right? We're still arguing it in the back seat. Dad goes, "Knock it off," and we didn't. So Dad pulls over on the side of the highway in New Mexico, jerks us both out of the car, whips our ass on the side of the road, and we learned our lesson.
Yeah.
We didn't have those games. We just beat the shit out of each other in the backseat of the car.
Yeah.
We reenacted the Three Stooges because that's what we were to my mom. We were the Three Stooges.
Yeah, but like I said,
you boys, man, shout out to your mom.
If your parents are stressed and Dad goes, "Stop it," and you don't,
you got it.
It was cool. After that, me and my brother Bill were quiet. We got into the back of the station wagon. My older sister, and my oldest brother, sat in silence.
Hey, Bob, where did you sit in the back?
We sat in the back of the station wagon, facing out the back window.
Yeah, you did.
The seats. Yeah, they had the seats in the station wagon where you could look out the back window.
And I didn't sit in the crack though. Pino sat in the crack. He always sat in the middle. We had to separate me.
Well, see, but you know though, then my dad got a pickup truck with a camper shell, so we all rode in the back of the truck inside the camper shell because Mom and Dad couldn't hear us. So we were like, let's fight for
back
survival.
In the day when you were allowed to sit. In the back
you were allowed to travel in the back.
Those were fun days.
Oh, they were awesome days, man. Those are the best memories.
All right, you ready, Mr. Sharp? I got my question for you guys. All right, Bob, if a restaurant was going to come up with a sandwich named after you, what would that sandwich contain?
That sandwich would be called.
Oh no, they're gonna name it after you.
Yes, the sandwich would be called the Boogie.
The Boogie.
Okay, and we are going roast beef, and ham and turkey, with some Swiss cheese, and you're gonna get like banana peppers, and pickles, and a tomato. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
No,
and spicy mustard.
A spicy mustard. Okay,
yeah, that would be the Boogie.
No lettuce, no tomatoes.
No. I said tomato.
Okay,
no lettuce.
No lettuce.
No, that would be the Boogie.
The Boogie.
As a former sandwich artist out at
oh, hey, I didn't know we had an expert.
I don't know if I want to talk about this, man. John's a little too much with his sandwiches, but oh man, one of my favorite sandwiches is
no, it can't be your favorite.
They're gonna make a sandwich in your honor.
In your honor. What's gonna be?
What's gonna be on the Aristotle?
The Aristotle, good name for a sandwich.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna call the Aristotle.
Yeah, who's that guy? Anyway,
right?
Oh, so it's gonna be Greek. Okay, cool. We're gonna be a little
Greek,
a little bit of whatever Greek meats there are, like lamb and stuff. The Boogie, that's crazy.
She was waiting for
artisan bread. I like that.
Artisan bread.
Artisan bread.
She said sharp cheese.
Sharp cheese.
You missed the sharp cheese. You had a chance to get your name incorporated in there.
I know. That's why I was like, you're gonna name it something different, but I guess like.
Well, my nickname's Bobby Boogie.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, Bobby Boogie. That's my. That's my email. Yeah. I've been Bobby Boogie for years.
Smooth sauce fries.
Smooth sauce
sauce?
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever you slap down is smooth.
I still can't get over Bobby Boogie. That's so awesome.
Bobby Boogie. Yes. Yeah. After you tell your story about the sandwich, I will tell you why I'm Bobby Boogie.
Shit, man. I don't know. I would.
What would be on an art sandwich?
There's so many good things on the sandwich, man.
Aristotle
like I said, maybe some lamb or like.
Ooh,
I want to just think outside the box of just like out of ordinary sandwiches. But yeah, I really do like Mediterranean or like Greek or like that kind of stuff. Like whatever their hero or
the gyro.
That's a sandwich.
The gyro, gyro.
That's a sandwich. Like but yeah, I'd probably do something like that. This is such a weird question.
It's
John.
awesome.
Because I just feel like John is just like getting off on
Okay,
this sandwich. John, what kind of sandwich did you?
Yeah, John, what's your sandwich?
Oh, you know what, John? Actually, no, yeah, I don't want to take your sandwich because I feel like I want to make a gabagoo. Is it
Gabagool?
gabagool?
Gabagool. You want some gabagool in there?
I've made my version of it or whatever
Yeah.
before because I'm a big fan of Sopranos and the sandwich always looked good when he was eating it. But
yeah,
I did pretty much a caprese salad.
Yeah, caprese salad on there
with whatever that kind of lettuce is, and then the prosciutto. Yeah, and it was really good, man. I'd probably make that my sandwich too. I love sandwiches too, John.
I love sandwiches.
I thought it'd be kind of cool to see what kind of sandwich that you would want and what you'd want in there if it was named after you. You know.
And then shout out Philly because I love me a Philly cheese.
Yeah. Come on, John. What's your sandwich?
Well, mine is a little. You'll be surprised, but I'm a big fan of fried eggplant. So I would want my sandwich to have some fried eggplant, some mozzarella on there as well, some sun-dried tomatoes on there as well, and I want to say peppers, but I would have to go with the grilled onions and peppers and mushrooms on there too as well.
Okay.
And then toast it.
Okay.
And that would be the
marinara.
That would be the Truncali.
Marinara sauce on there?
No sauce. No sauce. No sauce. Just fried eggplant.
That's a dry sandwich, John. You don't want to put any like.
No, you got the grilled onions and mushrooms.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
And then it's toasted, so you don't want it too wet.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm gonna make that now.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, I love hot dogs.
I didn't answer
God, dude, hot dogs, dude.
I didn't answer that.
All right, so
man.
Hold on. Becky wrote a whole yeah, Becky, we want to know what your sandwich is.
She sent a link.
Yeah,
Becky, the link.
Yeah, we want your sandwich, Becky. Side note for Bob's sandwich, slightly toasted. Yes.
Yeah, slightly toasted, Becky. Yes.
Slightly.
All right. So, Art, Bobby Boogie.
Bobby Boogie.
So I used to work.
Such a cool.
I used to work with this guy years ago at the old MTC. He would always call me Bobby Boogie. I'm like, dude, why? He goes, don't you remember WKRP? I said, yeah. So he goes, oh, it was a story. It was a show about a radio station. It was awesome. So there's an episode.
You're the only Bobby Boogie I know.
So there's an episode where Dr. Johnny Fever is doing a live remote at a stereo store.
Okay.
Yeah. No, yeah, you got to watch WKRP. It's a great show. Dr. Johnny Fever is doing a live remote at a stereo store.
Okay.
So while he's on the air, this guy comes in to rob the stereo store. So Howard Hessman was Dr. Johnny Fever. Okay. So Dr. Johnny Fever convinces the guy. He goes, you have a great voice. You should be a DJ. Really? Yeah. Here, why don't you come here, take the mic and do the live broadcast? So the guy gets on the mic, right? And he goes, this is Bobby Boogie, Bobby Boogie here at the stereo store. Bobby Boogie playing records, Bobby Boogie. And then so I've been Bobby Boogie since like 1991.
Damn, there you go.
Yeah, Bobby Boogie, and that's why it's because of that character on WKRP.
All right, because Art has never seen the show. You can't see WKRP without this episode,
right, Becky? He does look like Dr. Johnny Fever.
I do. Without this episode, everyone out there can't hear it, but
Art,
for reasons.
I've seen that actor before. I just can't place him.
That's Tim Reed. He was Venus Flytrap.
Yeah.
Bailey Quarters, Jan Smithers was hot. Okay.
There you go.
Play the episode. This is funny. We can't hear it.
You should be able to hear it.
We can't hear it.
Hold on.
Bobby Boogie. There you go. I'm taking it. Bobby Boogie was the man in the suit.
No, Bobby. See, no, Dr. Johnny Fever. Well, no, he was just a random character who came in to rob a stereo store.
I see what you're saying.
I have no idea why it's not playing. That doesn't make sense. Right. Hold on here.
Okay, so that guy there is Les Nessman. He's like the news reporter for WKRP.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. You guys.
I can't.
All right. So pull this up on YouTube sometime, Mark.
Yeah.
Here's the gist of this scene.
Let me try this. Hold on, Bob. Let me try.
I love the fits back in the day. There, man. It's sharp.
Yeah.
Bobby Boogie sharp.
Bobby Boogie.
Damn.
I made the Rippin' record as Bobby Boogie.
What is the Rippin'?
It's the local newspaper.
Okay.
I was playing on a softball team with my buddy Paul, and we won first place.
I do not own rights to this episode of WKRP.
So,
We're not profiting
naming
from this at all, and
Nobody
we will
knew my
talk
last name.
through this.
So I was always called Bobby Buggy, so that's what they put in the paper because no one knew my name was Bob Sharp.
Yeah, that's cool, dude.
Yeah.
I like that, man. I have a little something like that out in Harvest Moon. I ate their burger and like
Harvest Moon's got great burgers.
Yeah, I have no idea why
jalapeno.
it's not playing. So
Okay. So here's
Ooh, dude, I'll throw jalapenos on my sandwich for sure.
no, they got the jalapeno aioli where they take the jalapeno crushed up, they mix it with the mayonnaise, mustard, whatever they're doing,
There you go.
and they put it on your burger.
Yeah.
And then
Shout out Harvest Moon sponsor us.
Harvest Moon. Yes, please. Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon. I will talk about your burgers.
Heck yeah.
Harvest Moon. I think Harvest Moon should let us do a live remote.
shout out to Howard.
The conversation with Art remote.
Let's go.
Harvest Moon should let us come in and we will have a burger and we will tell the world how great the Harvest Moon is with burger.
Yeah.
All right. So the gist of this scene is this Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So Les Nessman and the owner of the station, they want to give away free turkeys.
Okay.
So what they do is they hire a helicopter. They get people in this parking lot at this strip mall, and they push turkeys out of the helicopter. And the turkeys are falling from the sky, and they're hitting the ground and dying. And he's describing it. Oh, the horror! There's another one. There's another one. The turkeys are falling from the sky. They're dying when they hit the ground. And then that's when they realize, Mr. Carlson and Herb, that's when they realize turkeys can't fly.
Turkeys can't fly.
So they're chucking live turkeys out of the helicopter, and they're falling to the ground and dying.
Yeah.
Everyone go check out these shows, dude, from the late 70s.
Yeah,
WKRP.
This was a great show. It was,
All right, I still know like the theme song. Okay,
yeah.
Three's Company. Those were all great 70s
Baby,
shows.
if you've ever wondered whatever became of me, I'm living on the air in Cincinnati.
Damn.
Cincinnati, WKRP.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
And I don't know why it's not
Bobby
I'm
Bobby
kinda
Boogie, man.
Yeah. Thanks, Art. Yeah, Bobby Boogie. That's me, man.
what's up, man. You could catch him at Tory's every Sunday.
Man, that's Wexford's on Thursday nights
Oh,
now. Wexford's on
Wexford's.
Thursday.
I love
we
that.
moved it out.
Shout out to Tories, man.
Shout out to
Shout out
Tory's.
bro.
Oh, yeah, Tory's for years, man. I was singing at Tory's for 30 years.
I miss Wexford's, honestly, man.
Yeah,
I
Thursday
miss
night at
hanging out
Wexford.
with
Said they have
the homies
karaoke
out there.
at 8 o'clock.
All right, I got my
think it's
second
so funny
question for you.
Hearing you guys talk about Wexford's and be like, oh yeah, like around this time all the youngins started coming in
yeah.
and ruin that place, and I was sitting there quietly like, damn, that
You were
must
one of the
have
young
been
ones.
She
me.
was one of the young ones.
You guys were like, they were just
No, it was,
assholes.
you
Like,
know,
oh,
back
yeah.
in the late 90s and early 2000s. I mean, yeah, that was
shout out to that crew.
It was a place.
We
to
ruined
go.
it for these guys.
You did. You guys did.
We got old and you guys took over.
Yeah, and you know that's probably what would happen now. Honestly, if I went there, I'd be like, man, I just want to kick it with my girl, and then these little assholes are out here
Right?
throwing bottles at each other.
Yeah.
And,
Well, here's the whole deal, too.
No, it wasn't that extreme.
Okay.
Last time I went out on a Thursday night to Wexford, I called my buddy Bob Elliott.
Yeah.
And we're out there, and there's three girls, late 20s, early 30s. One of them sang karaoke, and she was in Hotel California. And I got up next, and I told her, "You're great. You were awesome." And she gave me the little heart. She was fine. So I went over and talked to him for a little bit. I'm like, if I was 30 years younger, you ladies would be in trouble.
Yeah.
But I'm 62 now, okay, and I'm not in shape.
You're not in shape. Shout out to all the women that are in shape.
But Art,
that sounded so crazy.
But Art,
like,
here's
like you're gonna chase them down.
yeah, but here's the deal with me, Art, right? The older I get, the less I care about
you get
what
that
people
way.
think about me. I mean,
Yeah.
I will walk up to anybody now and start a conversation.
Yeah.
Because I realized I failed at this earlier in life where I was too scared to talk to people and maybe had a shot with a girl I shouldn't have had a shot with because I was too afraid to ask.
There you go.
In the last 20 years, I will talk to anybody.
Yeah.
95% of the time, I'm going to get shot down. But that 5% of the time is going to make up for it.
Yeah.
Hey, and then even if it's not a situation,
I'm not a creepy old man.
Right there. Oh man. Disclaimer.
And we had this convo before. If it doesn't even become anything where you guys start dating or you guys go home, you could have a good 2-hour convo with somebody at the bar. No,
Yeah.
like that. And then people, especially nowadays, man, like I'm I'm part of the generation where we were still doing the stuff you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then also kind of we're young
You're
enough to
just
get
getting into
social media,
Yeah.
phones, and all that crap. So then now I go to places, dude, and I just see people on their phone.
Yeah. I
Like
can't
you guys aren't even hanging out with each other. Like
it was probably about 12 years ago. I had a date, and
I love how Bob is working the odds.
yeah. hey, Bob is a single man, Becky. Bob, you know, I'm telling you, Becky, I am losing some weight now, feeling good about myself.
There you go, Bob.
I figure about
I can tell you're losing some.
I figure about another 100 pounds, Becky.
There you go.
It'll be daughters hide your moms.
Yeah.
It used to be moms hide your daughters.
Oh yeah, dude.
Daughters
Like, where you going with that?
Yeah, you know, if I lose like another 100 pounds, I'm gonna be out there going, you know,
Yeah,
sweetie,
hey.
what's your mom look like? Because I can be your stepdad. Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of
when he
cereal?
loses that weight, you 30-year-olds better
Yeah.
watch your.
Well, no, I'm not gonna do that, but
Yeah, what kind of cereal does your mom have?
exactly. No, but it's just so
I'll be there for
I
breakfast.
forgot where I'm going, but I'm gonna circle back. So I'm on a date with a woman, and the whole time she's on her phone,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to talk to her.
Yeah.
So I said, you know, we hadn't eaten dinner yet, but we had an appetizer and a couple drinks. So I got up. I got to go to the bathroom. We were at the Outback.
Mm.
So I got up, went to the bar, paid my bill,
Mm.
and left.
Mm.
And like 15 minutes later, she's texting me, "Where are you?"
Yeah. Not
And I'm
there.
like, I didn't think you noticed
Yeah.
because you've been on your phone the whole fucking time.
Yeah, it's sad too when you walk into a restaurant and you just see like families eating dinner and then
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm
kids
saying.
are on the
Yeah.
phone. It's just
Oh,
like,
but
dude,
see,
it's like, I would never fly.
I pissed
never
off my niece and nephew when we would go out to family dinner or family breakfast.
Yeah.
I said, no phones out. The first person to grab a phone
Mhm.
pays the bill.
Mhm.
And if you can't pay the bill, you're never coming back.
Mhm.
So I took my niece and nephew with me, and we're having dinner with a friend of mine, her kids. Well, her kids get to the table, pull out their cell phones.
Mhm.
My niece and nephew are looking at me like, what do we do? Talk to each other.
Yeah.
Well, how come we can't have your cell phone? They've got theirs. I go, I'm not their parents.
Yeah.
Okay, they can do whatever they want. You belong to me. So
Oh,
you're
yeah,
not
shout out.
going to get on your phone.
Shout out Tracy, man.
We're gonna
gang, bang, bang.
Gang, gang. Yeah. See Bob run. See Bob, those old books. Yes.
Yeah. Hey, see Bobby Boogie out there.
Bobby
Boogie,
Boogie,
Hey.
Bobby Boogie.
All right, my next topic is setting Twitter on fire. So Bob knows it.
I don't hit X, but
All right,
oh.
yeah, I'm sorry, X.
X.
It's hitting X on fire. And Becky, you and Tracy, you guys answered this question too. I'd like to see where you guys stand on it. Should you wear PJs in a hotel lounge for breakfast? Just as
Yeah. Hey, man, this is like we're in America, bro.
Wear
Wear whatever the hell you want. You want to wear some lingerie? Shout out to the hot moms, man.
Exactly.
Shout out
You
to
want
the
to wear
hot
see-through
moms.
negligee
I'm sorry, Mrs.
down
Hart.
to
I'm
breakfast.
sorry,
Yeah.
Mrs. Art. I was just joking about
Sorry,
that.
Mrs. Art.
Mrs. Art.
We are.
Mrs. Art wouldn't look. He would. If
No,
I'm there,
exactly.
if I'm there, if Mrs. Art, if I am there, Art's just going to casually look at me and point while he's still looking at you.
Shout out
Look
to
at that
all
one.
the lingerie
What did we
moms.
say the first pod?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be there.
You wouldn't even be there.
What is that?
I'm
I
just-
don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm just
Mrs.
saying.
Art. Art will never be seen in Wexford with me on a karaoke
I'm
night.
just all about, you know what I mean, like your freedoms and like I
Yeah.
get it. We were even talking about these guys and their swag outfits back in the day.
Yeah.
You guys, I think last time talked about how dudes would wear suits to go to
Oh,
work,
fuck yeah.
change into
Yeah.
their, you
Yeah.
know, their overalls and work, sweat all day and then put their suits back on to walk home. So I get what you guys are saying. And
Well, this
I
went
do.
50-50 on
Yeah.
Twitter. There was
Yeah, but-
50% of the people were like,
and
hey,
that
this is,
hey,
wear
that's-
what you want.
that's
And
America.
then the rest are like, have some
We-
dignity and
yeah.
respect for other people that are in the breakfast lounge. That, you know, you don't need to be walking around in your,
Yeah.
your PJs.
As long as your hygiene is cool, man, I don't care.
Exactly.
You're coming in there stinking up. I'm like trying to eat, but
Well,
you stink. Like that's
You know, we used to go to NASCAR in Phoenix all the time, so we'd always we'd get our breakfast at the hotel, and we would always wear what we're going to wear at the track:
Right. Yeah. You're
shorts, a nice
you
t-shirt.
got prepared
shoes.
before you got down.
Yeah,
there.
we're not going to walk in with like our pajamas on because number one, we're going straight from breakfast to get in our car and go to the track.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not going to go back and change. Now, can I see people doing it? Absolutely. Live.
Yeah.
When I went to Missouri last time, me and my sister road trip, we were having breakfast and people came in they're like the fleece pajama pants.
Yeah.
They came into that. All right, look, it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
It didn't bother. But if you're at like the Four Seasons,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like you said,
if you're at a
before,
resort,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's if you're at Trump Plaza, I think you're not getting in. Yeah, if you're not getting in the fucking breakfast line in your pajamas.
If you're at the La Quinta Inn, go for it.
And
Yeah, I mean, if you're-
shout out the Red Lion. Yeah, man. Because
I got you, Becky. If you slept in it, no.
Yeah.
See, Becky, that's why sometimes I sleep naked. That way, I got to put clothes on to go to breakfast.
Don't be showing up to the breakfast buffet.
I'm not going to show up to the breakfast buffet naked. Because number one,
It'd be a little kid going, "Mom, is that a breakfast sausage or
Exactly.
or linguiça? What is that?"
number one, this is a whole lot to take in naked. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think people are ready for that.
Oh, man, that's a show.
And the reason I bring that up is because I started thinking myself, okay, like I remember my mom being pretty angry at me in the 80s when I would leave the house with like ripped jeans.
Yes.
And I get like, every generation wants to have their own little thing, that their style, the way they present themselves. So like, I mean, if I had jeans, like I had a pair of jeans that had like a rip right here, but it was like my mom's, your shit's gonna come out. Go change it, But then I go to Walmart and like half the people in there, and I know it's a Walmart, but now it's happening at Rayleigh's and a couple other places. But like midday.
Yeah.
Midday. Now I get it. Like I've been that guy, and I'm not gonna shit. I've gone to Rayleigh's in pajamas. That's because it was 11 o'clock and I wanted ice cream.
Yes.
And I didn't give a shit what I was wearing.
Right.
I still had my fucking dress, my slippers on,
Yeah.
my bread slippers. I didn't go in the robe. I still had a jacket on.
Right.
I had my fucking Rams
But
pajamas
see,
on.
I wear sweats a lot everywhere. Okay. And I will wear sweats and be out and be comfortable.
Yeah.
Only because my legs got a lot of fat on them. I'm not wearing shorts.
Yeah, but I was not going commando at the buffet.
You know what? All depends on what are we serving at the buffet.
But then see what's funny is like you're saying you wear sweats and it's like whatever's, but then people might hate, but then you got people who wear like Balenciaga sweats.
Yeah.
And that's okay because they spent two G's.
Oh yeah, no, come on now.
Sweats,
I love that.
Crazy.
The Italian tracksuit with the big gold chain.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. That's the fit. If I could wear that, if I could wear any fit, in fact, you know what? I'm probably gonna be buried in an Italian suit.
I like that Italian that accent coming out of you.
Bro, forget about it.
Forget about it. I'm gonna wear the sweatsuit.
Yeah.
Gonna wear the chain.
You know,
They don't like
fuck
it.
'em. Hey,
Hey, Fagusi.
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
I'm trying to get in the books.
Yeah, we're just talking about. I'm gonna jump in the IROC Z right here. Okay, the black IROC Z. I'm gonna wear the mullet because hey.
And Tracy, I mean, it used to be a privilege. Like my kids, like they would be so excited that it was pajama day.
Right, it's
That's
cool.
It was like that was the thing. It's like it blew me away. I never knew it was happening. I remember that morning like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Me getting up and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? All right. They're all in pajama. They're still, and it's like 15 minutes to school start.
Yeah.
And Trina's like, no, it's pajama day. I go, pajama day.
We never had that.
We didn't have pajama day.
I remember I was in 8th grade, and we had a transfer student coming in from Germany. First time I ever saw a kid wear shorts to school.
Oh yeah, the short. I never got to wear shorts.
Right, I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
He wore shorts. We're like, why are you wearing shorts?
Yeah.
We're all wearing
Yeah.
501 jeans, and everyone's wearing pants and or
Yeah.
dresses and stuff. What's with the shorts?
See, like the thing about that though, like even what you're saying,
Yeah.
like back in the in the
In
day,
the 70s, yeah.
but I'm saying like way back
Yeah.
in the day, like kids would have to wear like their shirt tucked
Yes,
in, you
yes.
know, like
Yeah.
slacks, you know,
Yeah, dress
'cause
shirt,
you went
tie,
to,
dress shirt,
you went
tie.
to Catholic
Socks,
school.
Yeah, you went to
shoes.
Catholic school though.
Yeah.
So I think what all that has to do, and I am kind of not to even say split, but I understand being presentable. A lot of times, hey, you never know. Maybe you're gonna run into your boss,
Right.
Maybe you're gonna run into someone that you like, and
Yes.
you're gonna see them. So, but at the same time, I think all that stuff back in the day, like we were saying, you represented your family.
You
right.
represented your family too. Where
you don't want to look like a bum.
Yeah.
Well, now it's a lot of times it's being comfortable.
Yeah, which is cool. I mean, the yoga pants scene.
Oh god. There's what do you call it? I forget which airline has banned it. Those.
That's
no.
The no yoga pants.
No,
they do not
no.
I think that's sexist.
Dude, my last flight 2 years ago, I'm taking the red eye from San.
Yes, Erica.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
I'm going to bring something up after Bob's story.
Yes, we do need to dress to impress. Yeah. But anyway, flying from San Francisco to Chicago to Missouri, got a red eye. And the girl sitting in the same aisle as me, a seat over.
Hey, hold on, let me put my finger on
it. No, it's good. It's clean. It's clean.
I don't trust you anymore, Bob.
It's clean. The only reason why, number one, I was trying to sleep, it's a red eye. The only thing that really kept me awake was black yoga pants and a white sweatshirt. I'm like, damn, she's fine. Of course, I'm 40 years older than her. I'm not going to talk to her. But damn, she's fine. I got no problem. You know what?
Yeah.
All right, look. Let's just
some of them go a little. There are some, and
right.
I'm not complaining.
No, I'm not either. But let's just get to the point, okay? Yeah. There's three things that don't lie: drunk people, babies, little kids, and yoga pants.
Yeah, yoga pants don't lie. They don't.
I'm just not a fan of telling people what to wear. As long as you're being covered up.
Bye, Becky. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah,
bye, Becky.
Miss you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the ones that she was wearing, I guess, were not just very revealing, but they were a certain tone color, which made it look like she was naked.
Oh yeah, skin tone color. Yeah.
So that was their issue with the airline. They're like, hey, you look naked, you know.
Yeah.
And Erica, we were dressed to impress. I get that.
Absolutely.
But there was a point in time where I thought it was a good idea. I still think it's a good idea that when you through kindergarten through high school, I don't know about high school so much. I'm going to say kindergarten through 8th grade. I think there should be a set uniform. And I think it takes away that look what I'm wearing, or look at my look at what I got on. Look what I'm wearing these jeans.
Well, also
I think it takes everyone's equal.
Also, too, when Erica says dress to impress, right? If you're going on a date to meet a woman, I don't care if it's coffee or if it's dinner, you haven't met her face to face yet. Dress like you want to be there. Okay. Yeah. Look nice. Look presentable. Okay. For sure. And that goes both ways.
Yeah.
Okay. If we met on a dating app and I say, okay, look, I'll meet you at Outback for dinner. Okay. Don't show up in a hoochie shirt and a hoochie skirt with your butt cheeks hanging out with a half shirt going on.
Well, shout out to the hoochie shirts.
Well, no, I'm not. That's what I mean. Yeah. Don't look like a hooker right away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not right.
We can get to that later.
Third date.
Yeah, third date. But at least present yourself with a little class. Yeah. Because I'm going to dress up.
Yeah.
And look presentable for you.
Yeah.
But I don't want you coming in like, you got the half shirt going on. We got under boob happening, and we got butt cheeks falling out. No,
you just described my perfect date.
Yeah, John. But that's in Hawaii on the beach.
Shout out to all the hoochie moms.
Go ahead, Art.
That also has to go with what you guys are gonna go do. You don't want someone showing up like that if you're gonna go somewhere fancy to eat.
Right.
If you guys
even if you're just going to Starbucks, you got
something like
pair of jeans, sweatshirt, put your hair in a ponytail. I don't care.
Yeah.
I always thought about things like, all right, so I used to work at a gas station.
Yeah.
And, gas station rules are like no shirt, no shoes, no
service. Right.
But
I hate that.
In the summertime, it's like you got people coming in with just swim trunks on, and it's like, oh no, bro,
you gotta put a shirt on.
Like, you gotta put a shirt on.
Yeah.
But then you could be a female who walks in there with a bikini and
bikini top. Yes, it's true.
You know what I mean?
It's okay. Keep the top.
I mean, I'm not saying that as like I'm like peeping them. I'm just saying that
rule, was okay.
Their rule is fine. Like,
right,
so
exactly.
I mean, it's just
all right,
these rules, man. I'm such an anti-rule.
Okay. So you're anti-rule, right?
Yeah.
So you have 2 daughters.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me get there. Okay. You've got John. Say the button.
Yeah.
You've got 2 daughters.
Yeah.
So you're at home. Your daughter says, "Dad, I'm going out on a date," and she's got booty shorts on and a crop top.
Yeah.
And she's walking out the door in a pair of stilettos.
Yeah,
what are you going to tell her?
That's wild.
Okay,
That's
so what are you gonna tell her?
crazy.
What are you gonna
Yeah,
tell her?
I would tell her like, dude, you need to put something, a little bit more presentable.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And I'm, again, I understand all that stuff, dude. And I just think, like I said, I'm not a big fan of just telling other people their life. Like we brought up with my kids had a date. If I had to like, intimidate the dude or whatever, like
Yeah.
again, it's us, how we have to raise our kids,
Right.
what we teach them,
Right.
and I think that's what's missing, man, is a lot of times, we're like people are letting the media, I'm not the media, but like social media
Like dictate.
parent, like
Your kids.
and because I don't want to say this is embarrassing, but
Go ahead.
when I was in high school, I was like
High
a
school
freshman
story.
in high school, dude. So it was the mom drops me off a block away
Yes.
type stuff.
Yeah.
I meet up with the homies and my
Yeah.
friends, and we're walking to school. And my mom, because it was like a block away,
Yeah.
she like pulls up and she's like honking her horn and she's like, "Pull up your pants." And I was like, "God damn." And then my friend was like, "Was that your mom?" Like, so you know, it's one of those things. Again, coming from a certain generation, you want, you look at your kid as a representation of you, and
Right.
I understand that because I always try to keep myself, no matter what I do, clean, because I do represent my mom. And so, but as far as all those, like, I don't know, man, hoochie shorts and
Exactly,
tank tops,
Erica.
like,
All right.
it's like, dude, you like go do what you do, man.
Okay.
It's, I mean, like, again, if it's my daughter, I guess I have a little bit of what to say, but
Right.
once they're an adult, it's going to be.
I understand that.
Yeah.
So people might find this a little bit offensive, and I apologize. I'm not going to send them a badge.
All right.
But so I'm not a parent. I've never been a parent. But if I have a young daughter at home, like who's 18, 19, and a young boy comes to pick her up at my front doorstep, I open the door. His pants are sagging. I can see his boxers and all this stuff. And he's, "Yo, Mr. H, what's up?
Yo, Bobby Boogie.
Yo, Bobby Boogie, what's happening,
baby?
I'm here to pick your daughter up." I'm slamming the door.
Yeah, man. And
look, if you're gonna come to my doorstep, pull your fucking pants up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah.
Okay. And I could be out of touch with society. I don't care.
It's okay to have that
because I'm sending my little girl out to that world.
And that's I would, me personally, be more a little bit, because like, again, I am that guy.
Yeah.
Like, don't get it twisted. I am that guy. No, like I got tattoos, dude. My mother-in-law hated my guts for the longest time, and I'm pretty sure my father-in-law did too. But I treated their daughter good. Like, I treated their daughter well, and so I can't go off looks. I can't. But there's that saying, like, real recognizes real.
Absolutely.
If there's something going on, I definitely would want to talk. If I had a concern,
right?
Because don't get me wrong, dude with his collar up, good looking Chad with puka shell necklace, that guy could date rape my daughter.
Yeah, he could.
So it don't have nothing to do with appearance. So there would be like a little bit. If I seen that, I would, knowing what's up, I would kind of I would talk to bro and just be like, "Hey, man, don't get my daughter in some trouble, bro."
Exactly.
Like, you look a certain way, and either you're looking to look like that, or you're the real deal. And as a real deal, I want to tell you, you better not get my daughter into some trouble.
Exactly. Yeah,
I don't think that's intimidating. I think that's just like
it's honest, because you're like, look, this is my little girl.
Yeah,
I'm trusting her to you and the world.
Yeah,
protect her like I would protect her.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay? Because I want her coming home safe. With no issues, and I don't want her coming home pregnant. Okay,
yeah, definitely.
But that also has to do with how you educate your daughter.
Yeah. And that's the first part. As a, we have. It seems like we're like talking about parenting.
Yeah.
Parents are your the kid's first teacher.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if your daughter is bringing someone like that, either it's because they want to go against everything you are,
right,
which there's something about that.
Right.
There's that's own little thing. I'm not a doctor.
Right. but I drink on the Bob and John show.
But I mean, or they like that person because they see a little bit of you in them.
Right.
So
and
that's where my conversation was.
And it's her job to convince you
mm-hmm.
what she sees in it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, because like looks are just like surface.
Looks are superficial, right? But
not
the whole
superficial,
deal is
just surface.
Right,
like,
it's surface. But the whole deal is that's our first impression of everybody is how you look.
Yeah.
Until you sit down and get to know the person.
It's the same difference if, like, I would say if someone pulled up to pick up my daughter and they're driving a super nice car compared to like some bucket.
Right.
Now are you kind of like, okay, well, this person has money, so
right.
I know my daughter's
He's
not
probably a bigger asshole.
Well, you know what?
Be a bigger asshole.
Yeah.
The kid in the jalopy or the lemon, he might be working towards something, but he could also be an asshole. It's just
But the kid with a nice car, like I consider my car after I fixed up in high school to be nice. It was 74 Gold Duster, but I charried it out. But I worked hard to spend my money to carry it out.
Yeah. And
it wasn't given to me.
That's what I would probably do if I see something like that. I would be like, hey, that's
this is what it is when the guys show up. It's just flipping. Which asshole?
Yeah.
But getting back to the parenting thing is my favorite niece, and I'll say this, Courtney Janelle, I love you very much.
Shout out, Courtney.
Shout out to Courtney.
She's like 13, and we're headed to the mall,
and
we're talking about boys. And I said, look, I'm going to give you Uncle Bob's advice on boys. Okay. When you get to high school, I said, I want you to follow these rules. If a little boy is pressuring you to have sex and he says, everyone's doing it, you go, no, not everybody, because I'm not.
Yep. And guess what? Sucker, neither you, not tonight.
Exactly.
I'm not. Guess what? You're not.
And if the little boy goes, if you love me, you will.
Yeah.
And you tell him, if you love me, you'll wait.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. And if he still can't understand those two things, I gave her 35 cents. Because at the time, not everybody had a cell phone. And they had payphones.
Yeah,
and she goes, what's this for? I said, if the little boy doesn't understand the first two questions, have him call me. I'll explain it to him.
Yeah. I would just say, you know what? Call me and have me pick you up because that guy's a loser.
No. Let me talk because this is funny. It's not funny. But Courtney was 19. She was dating this loser. She was paying all his bills.
Shout out to the losers.
Yeah. So she's at Stan. She's going to Stan State.
Yeah.
And she's living in Turlock. She's dating this loser kid named Paul. She's paying his bills.
Oh shit, Paul? No.
They break up, right? So she moves back home with her mom and dad. So I'm in San Jose working one time, and she calls me, Uncle Bob. I go, what? She goes, Paul just broke into the house, threw me to the ground, grabbed my new cell phone, and broke it.
Yeah.
I said, I'll be home in 4 hours.
There you go.
And when I get there, I'm gonna want his phone number. So I get home. She's fine. I said, give me his phone number. So I call the young man. I said, Paul, Uncle Bob here. He goes, look, she turned off my phone. She didn't have a right. I said, look, is she paying the bill? Yes. Did you guys break up? Yes. You're a young man now. Pay your own cell phone bill.
Yeah.
And I said, do me a favor. Next time you touch my niece, come see me first.
Okay.
He goes, why? Because I'm going to let you touch me first.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to whoop your fucking ass in the street.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what's going to happen if you ever touch my niece again. Yeah. I saved this young man's life because I have a friend, Erica, you know, Lee Lewis. Lee Lewis loved my niece. Lee Lewis, black, 6'2", 225.
Yeah. Shout out Lee. I already
saw Lee. Lee's a great dude. I'd call Lee, tell Lee the story.
Oh man, yeah, that's all bad.
Lee goes, let's go find out where he lives. I said, no. He goes, I want to talk to him. I said, no. He goes, why can't I talk to him? He put his hands on my niece. I said, I understand this, but you're going to kill him and I got to bail you out of jail. So we're not going to go see the young man. He goes, but I really want to go see him. Lee, I understand.
Yeah.
But that night, Paul does not know that I saved his life.
Yeah.
I would not take Lee over.
Bob's using that as saying
dude, all the men, young men, older men, all the men, bro, treat women better, bro. Like you guys are tripping, dude. That's crazy, dude.
Don't be an asshole.
Yeah, man. If it ain't your thing, like just move away from the relationship, bro. There's other women out there.
Yeah, if she's paying your bills and you break up,
people,
be a man, pay your own bills.
That's another thing too. Why are some of these men like, bro? They just don't want to and be a man.
Why are you letting a woman pay your bills?
Yeah, and then if all right, dude, like you guys broke up, she cut it off, man. Hey, take that L
Ooh,
and
she
go
cut
move
what
on.
off?
She cut his phone.
Just making
Okay,
sure.
nah.
All right,
Yeah,
all right, because
she
we
cut
got
the bills or whatever, man. Go move on. And
yeah,
Go ahead,
we
John.
got a lot of shit because we didn't do the
Oh,
top 10 men
Wow.
alive. So
What, top 10 men alive?
yeah. So we got
Apparently, they're the hottest men alive.
the hottest men alive.
So
So
Gerard Butler is not in that list.
Yeah,
I'm walking
we
out.
Aren't- if you and I aren't in that list, it's bullshit.
No, I'll take number 11. I don't give a
I'll
shit.
take number 12.
I'll go number 11. We'll start with 11.
We're really doing this.
Yeah.
We got pressured into this thing.
Okay.
He said it wasn't fair that we didn't do the guy.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, go ahead.
And shout out to
I don't know how we're gonna
This is,
do this, dude. But
hey, we,
Oh, no,
hey,
no, hey,
John,
look
we
here.
got it, bro.
Yeah.
We got it.
Here, let me take this, all right?
We got it.
all right, number 11,
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael
Yeah.
B. Jordan,
Good looking dude, good actor.
good actor.
I got no problem with him. I mean, I'm surprised he's number 11.
He's worth 3.5 million. Does that make him more hotter?
No, let's not even do about monies here, man. That's
I
messed
think
up.
I think it's his six-pack abs that make him
Yeah,
hot.
I mean,
All right.
yeah. I think that's one of those things.
All right,
where,
I know
yes.
how to do this. I know how to do this. All right.
Yeah.
Would you let your daughter date him?
Yes.
All right, Bob.
Yes. I mean, I guess I would say if they're the same age, yes.
Yeah, the same
He
age.
seems like a good dude, but again, we talk about covers, and he looks like a good dude. He got money. You
We don't
never
know.
know.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
you
yeah, I want to
but-
know his dating history because if he's going through a girlfriend every 6 months, I don't want my daughter nowhere near that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's another thing too with with Leo, right?
Yeah.
Like shout out Leo. I know
Leo doesn't
he
date
watches
anything
this
over
show,
25.
man. That's what I mean. And then again, so is that a bad sign? Like,
Yeah, look at Erica. She's like, look at that smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, Erica.
Yeah.
Erica, you think he's hot, right?
Erica, should he be lower or higher?
I like that. Tracy, my man, Gerard Butler, better be on that list.
shout out, yeah. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
Tracy and Erica. Should he be higher or lower?
Oh, what was he? Number 10?
11.
11. So
Hey, Nicolas Cage better be number
yeah,
2.
Nick
in this.
better be number 1.
Nick's
Nah,
not on.
dude.
Nick's not on this list at his age.
Yeah.
Gerard Butler should be number 1.
Gerard Butler's not on the list. Go ahead. Who's number 10?
All right, yeah,
Number 10 is I have no idea who this guy is.
I have no idea who he is either.
Yeah.
Art, you do?
As because we're just judging.
Is this
cover
a
design.
Star Wars actor?
Oh, is he?
Oh, you know what though? By his looks, that's a good looking dude.
Yeah, because we don't really know. I don't really know him. What's his name? Can you guys? I don't read French.
His name is Regis Jean Page.
Regis Jean Page.
Regis Jean Page.
Global fame as
Oh, Bridgerton, bro. I heard women love.
I need to
that
see
show.
the rest of them before I can let you know if he's in the correct.
So
position.
he's the lead in Bridgerton.
Yeah. All right, Erica.
So
Position doggy style.
oh my god, you know the thing that's kind of biased about this too with this guy. Not that he's a bad looking individual. He has that British accent.
He does.
Yeah,
No, that's wait, he's French.
Bonus points for
He's
American
French, right? Regis Jean Page.
I
He's
think
French.
so, but I think he's in that show Bridgerton, and women love that British accent.
Yeah,
bro.
he's in,
Oh, okay.
I mean, look at
He's British.
He's
he's
a British.
a little Brit.
British.
No,
He's,
we're not
he's
gonna do it.
British.
He likes to
Dude,
put it.
I-
He likes to put it in the boot.
I couldn't wait to be in the show until John started doing his impression. I wanted to be here live when John does these, especially the French guy. My favorite. Shout out French John.
Okay,
John
let's-
is here. I want to put it in the boot.
Tracy thinks he's hot. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, there you
Okay,
go.
let's see. Let's see the next guy.
Number 9. Oh, Ryan Reynolds.
Okay, look. Okay.
Hilarious, charming.
I love Ryan Reynolds.
That's a see.
Right.
Let's talk about this.
I
man.
love Ryan
I got
Reynolds.
some issues with this guy.
He's funny.
Yeah.
He's a good looking dude. I'm
see,
surprised he's not higher.
All right.
I mean, that's and we're talking about because of his personality.
Yes,
you know what I
that's
mean?
where I'm going with
Yeah,
it.
his
I think
personality.
that's a little too much. I don't know if he does that character
Oh, I see what you're saying.
all the time.
Right.
In a really, that would
If
just.
that's really him or that's just a character.
I think it's him. I think that's the way he
Oh.
goes through life.
Addison says yes on number 10.
Yeah, I know.
Addison's what, 19?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. But I don't know. It almost to me feels like that's him. That's,
right.
that's the
He's from-
sarcasm.
He's from Zimbabwe as well.
Yeah,
Zimbabwe.
yeah.
Shout out to Zimbabwe. I know they tune
But-
in. bro.
But yeah, but you
if
don't know what
that's-
you're getting
yeah.
when the cameras are turned off.
Yeah, if it's
You don't know what he's
yeah,
getting.
if it's the same type of person that he is in Deadpool and everything else he's
Right.
done,
Mhm.
I don't know if I could take that sarcasm nonstop.
Someone who's
But you know what,
on
though?
all
I
the
mean,
time.
yeah,
You mean?
but
being
he's still happily married,
yeah.
Mm.
Blake
and he's
Lively.
got a couple little girls.
Yeah.
I think he'd be like the cool dad. I really do.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. As long as he's not that dude all the time, I
Right.
think that would drive me crazy.
No, you know what though? Because you never see
Yeah.
social media where anybody who's ever ran into him goes, "Oh, he's a complete douche. He doesn't talk to fans." Right now."
Yeah.
He just seems like that next door neighbor guy with a family.
Well, he's
Yeah.
Canadian.
He's
so
the guy
they're
that
really-
he does. You're right on.
Yeah.
He's the guy that walks over with the beer while you're working on the car.
Yeah, he
Just-
goes, "Yeah, I got
just-
brought a six pack. Let's talk."
Just to see what you're doing. Dude.
Absolutely.
Doesn't want to help you.
Yeah.
Doesn't know what tools are,
Yeah,
but he just wants to.
but he's bringing a six pack
He's bringing six
because he wants to talk to you.
So for looks, yeah, Ryan Reynolds is a good looking dude.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is a great looking dude. I just,
All right.
if I was gay, I would hit on him.
All right. Nobody heard that.
I'm not gay.
I was waiting till Bob was gonna
Okay,
say
I don't know.
He's a kick-ass, and
he's from Kick Ass,
and
another
Bullet
British
Train.
dude.
I don't know who he is,
He was in that not Marvel movie, but he's Craven.
but I don't know.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. But he's a good looking dude.
again British.
Aaron-
So we see
yeah,
now two
Thomas,
British guys making.
you
Yeah,
know.
got that accent going on. I bet women love him.
Yeah,
Ladies, let's scroll down so we
This
see his
helps.
name.
I
This
don't
helps
know.
too.
Yeah, but let's see his name. Here, scroll down.
Damn,
No, other way.
That's a lot of money. For
Aaron Taylor Johnson, ladies.
Aaron
Aaron
Taylor
Taylor
Johnson.
Johnson. That's a good looking dude. I mean, seriously.
Tracy knows he has dual citizenship.
Tracy's in love. Tracy's a fan. Aaron Taylor Johnson. That's a good looking dude, though.
I mean, yeah, and a shout out that they're only doing their face. I don't want to be seeing these dudes. with
Yeah,
their shirt.
But
that's why I picked this.
But you know what though? But seriously, just looking at this guy,
Yeah,
he probably doesn't have any ugly friends that he hangs out with.
yeah.
Yeah, he's probably like
all
off camera.
fucking blue-eyed.
Wait.
No,
Yes,
no,
we
brother.
love the accent. I mean, I wouldn't throw him out of bed for eating crackers.
No,
Would you throw him out of bed for eating pizza?
no. He'd be eating fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
He's British. He'd be eating fish and chips.
Oh, Tracy thinks that this guy's a no.
That's a no.
Yeah,
No, he's
okay.
not masculine.
Oh, so Tracy doesn't like him. Erica loves him. Tracy doesn't like him.
Hey,
all-
Dude, I loved Heath Ledger.
Shout out Heath Ledger.
Oh, he's dead. He's dead, but I love. Oh yeah, there we go. Art, give it up, brother. High five over here. Over here, yeah. Rebecca Taylor, shout out. She's dead. Okay, dead. No, seriously. I loved Heath Ledger in The Patriot.
The Patriot was good.
Yeah, he was awesome. Heath Ledger's a good-looking dude, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did
I
he
would
do
wanna-
Knight's Tale?
Yes.
Yeah, he was
I
good
would-
in Knight's
yes.
I would want to go drink a beer with Heath
Tale. The
Ledger.
girl
That
that
seems
he's
like a really
trying
good
to
dude.
marry or get with in Knight's Tale
Uh-huh.
is absolutely
Yes.
beautiful.
Whoa,
Knight's
she's
Tale?
not a blonde, John. That's
no,
incredible.
it doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're- Think about the two women that I just said are actually beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Who are they?
I don't
That
remember.
girl I just said.
And then, yeah.
Who else?
I don't remember.
Charlize Theron,
No.
Jennifer Wyatt,
No.
okay,
Come on.
Karen
Brad
Renee.
Pitt married her.
Brittany.
Oh,
Griner.
Angelina Jolie.
Those are Angelina Jolie to me.
No on
is-
Heath. Meh. Erica, he's dead. You don't have a
He's
shot
dead.
anyway.
You
don't have a shot anyway.
He
I'm
may still
surprised
have
she knows who he
He
is.
may still have a stiffy. Who knows?
You know what? I'm not harping on him, but
Yeah.
I would like to see him with a beard. I think he would
Yeah.
have a cool beard.
Yeah,
I think
does
he
have
would.
That boyish.
Yeah, if he had a beard and like a man bun, I think that's his look.
Yeah. He
Fire
sheet
out.
out, sheet out the sheet. out.
And Taylor, yeah, you love Taylor Swift too, John.
I do love Taylor.
I know.
I do
Let's-
not rank Taylor Swift as one of the most beautiful
All right.
women in the world.
Let's go.
Angelina
Let's see
Jolie.
number 6.
He's just a fan of her music, guys.
Brad hits it. Brad. number
See?
6.
Okay, look. All right.
Damn, 400 million. God.
I'm 51. I know who he is. Okay.
I have to give it to him. He's it may be doctor's work, but he is fucking Asian, pretty fucking good.
My cousin went to high school with Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
I
Springfield,
literally
Missouri.
thought you said something about Asians.
Dude,
I was like,
From
what?
Springfield, Missouri.
I dug deep into
here,
this
Art.
thing, but like
Go ahead and top yourself
with
off. Then.
Brad-
Help me out.
and there's a story
Go ahead.
about what's her Christina Applegate
Okay.
Okay.
dated Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she left Brad Pitt to go and start dating what's his name from
Some rock star, right?
a rock star.
Yeah, I forgot which one
Brad,
it was, but
Brad Pitt started on Growing Pains,
Yeah.
and then he was in Thelma and Louise.
Yeah.
I love Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think Brad Pitt is a great looking man.
He's a good actor too.
Look, Moneyball, I loved him in Troy.
Moneyball.
Troy was awesome.
Troy was good.
You know what, man? Moneyball is a really good movie,
That's
Moneyball's a great movie.
and it doesn't show his abs or anything.
No,
like that. It's a really
but you know
great.
what, though?
Even
It's-
if you're not a baseball fan,
Yeah,
that's a great movie.
But it's how he carries himself the whole movie. It's just like, yeah, he's not taking off his clothes so they can look at his body,
this helps too.
but his attitude and stuff, the whole film.
400
But Troy was incredible.
Yeah,
You know, Troy, he was great. in
Erica
Troy.
says he's only good looking when he's clean cut.
Yeah, when he doesn't have a beard.
Yeah, and doesn't have the beard.
Yeah, no, I love Brad Pitt. Brad
Brad
Pitt
Pitt
is,
he was really cool in Fury.
yeah,
Yeah,
in Fight Club.
Not a Fight Club.
Yeah, no, and Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Angelina Jolie.
Yeah,
I love Brad Pitt. I mean, look, Brad Pitt's
This
okay.
guy,
This dude should be number one.
this-
Ryan Gosling.
I would
Should be number one.
make him. I would put him at number one if he didn't do Barbie, because I think he
I
ruined
didn't
it.
see Barbie.
Yeah, he ruined. I'm sorry, I had to end up watching it because I have two young
Okay,
granddaughters. I
John,
want to see
John.
the fucking movie.
You watch Barbie and you still won't watch The Notebook.
Now, if my granddaughter said watch The Notebook, I'd probably watch it. But since they're never going to see that movie,
Yeah.
I'm not watching it.
He
But
was so awesome in The Notebook.
I can't look at two little girls' faces and say to me, "Nano, you got to watch Barbie." I got to watch Barbie. But
You're a good nano.
yeah, but if he wouldn't have done that movie, it'd be higher. Because I think he took his man card and he cut it up. And,
Remember the Titans was so good.
yeah.
And he was so young in that. But Ryan Gosling, I mean,
I liked him in Barbie.
again, if I was gay, I would hit on Ryan Gosling.
Fuck The Notebook.
Erica, I love The Notebook. John will not watch The
Hey,
Notebook.
Barbie is a way better movie than the Notebook.
No, it's all,
No,
dude.
I've
No.
not seen The Notebook, but I'm thinking it's better than Barbie.
The Notebook is incredible.
You don't remember, man? First of all, let's stop this, dude. First of all, do you not realize his character in Barbie, Ken?
Yeah,
Okay, Ken is like,
an idiot.
no, not that he's an idiot, but
They made him into an idiot.
I get what you're
Wait,
saying.
look, it's a Barbie movie. Ken doesn't have a penis.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
All right?
saying- I'm
If you
just
look at the
saying
Ken
that
doll, he doesn't have a penis.
his character that, because again, I was like, how are they gonna make Barbie a movie?
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And they like hecka twisted that movie around where it was like this dude was, bro. I could go on because his character was the dude who was always like the best friend,
Yeah,
who was
yeah,
always there
yeah.
for the girl.
He's the
Because
chat.
you haven't seen it, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
He's the chat.
So
The
he,
chat.
whoa. Anyway, so
But
and the girl was always, and who's never been in that situation where you liked this
Yeah.
girl and she just always saw past you because she was looking for like
every man's been there.
right. That's what I mean.
Every man's been
that
there.
story.
Yeah, yeah.
If you would have
Yeah,
paid
yeah,
attention,
no, I know.
and then he like gets his power.
I think
It's so
he should-
funny,
He
bro.
should have said no to this.
But look,
we should have had someone else do it. I think
Ryan Gosling.
Did you see how much money that guy?
he made a lot of money
Yeah,
doing
dude,
that.
I would-
Ryan
I would do that
Gosling
movie. I would be
should
one
be
of the
number
Kens.
one because
Oh,
he
wow.
gets to go home and see Eva
yeah.
Torres.
Eva
every
Mendes.
night. Eva
Lucky guy.
Mendes.
She's a fan of the show, so shout her.
Eva
out.
Mendes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Eva Mendes.
Yeah, please come.
You're a great mom to his kids.
Erica. I'll have a notebook party at the house.
Erica, bring a bottle. Erica, look, bring a bottle of champagne or some kind of alcohol, and we will watch The Notebook with John at John's house. We'll call for pizza,
Yeah.
and we will have a Notebook party, and we'll have a whole bunch of people here because everyone's going to make John watch The Notebook.
All right, yeah.
Becky Leopard fly in from North Carolina.
Oh, yeah, you might as well because it will be an
I
event.
will pay for her ticket.
It will be an event. John's why, and we'll even put it on the big screen.
We will put it on the big screen.
There you go.
But you know Ryan Gosling.
Still never seen it.
Oh, Mr. Hensworth.
Yeah, but he's in front of Ryan Gosling. I can't do it. This dude, like, didn't his brother date like Miley Cyrus or
Yes, he
something?
married Miley Cyrus.
Yeah,
They
Chris
got
Hemsworth.
divorced after a year.
Chris Hemsworth is awesome, but he's no Ryan Gosling.
Done.
God, Tracy, I'm coming to that party.
Jesus.
Hey, you spelled coming
I
wrong.
won't cry. I won't.
You spelled coming wrong.
I won't cry. I won't cry. I won't cry. All right. With Chris. Let's see with Chris.
Somebody with accent, dude.
Yes.
See?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's like you go up like 3 points just for having that accent.
Yeah.
whether it's an Australian accent.
No, but seriously,
or
right?
fucking British accent.
We talked about this earlier on the other show
Mhm.
when I was in Memphis at the airport and all those girls had this southern accent.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm in love. I'm in
Yeah,
love.
yeah.
I'm in love.
It
I'm in
kicks
love.
it
I'm in
up a
love. I'm in
notch,
love.
you
I'm
know?
in love.
Nothing
And-
like a good Georgia. Shout out to all the Georgia peaches.
Yeah, how y'all doing today? Yes, I'm. I got a boner now, so I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
But
yeah,
so even girls with
shout
Australia,
out Georgia in the South. I was
Yeah.
just confirmed that I could go over there.
Even-
So
even-
yeah, I'm gonna go.
even girls with Australian accents.
Yeah.
I was
They start
saying that.
talking. I'm like, yeah.
I was actually talking about that at work. Like I feel like that's the new
Every
British.
Hansworth should be on it. Yeah. I don't know. I've never seen the brother, so I know.
I think his name is Liam. Liam Hemsworth.
Liam, yeah.
Liam Hemsworth.
I get him. I
Every
get he's
Hansworth.
being there. I mean, he is. Who he is? Who?
Yeah.
Thor.
Thor.
Oh, yeah.
He's Thor.
He's
And
a god. He's a god.
What's
He's
funny
a god.
about like his younger brother really looks like him.
Yeah.
But his older brother, you would never guess is him.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
his older brother
There's
was
always
Thor.
one. That might have been the mailman's kid.
Yeah.
Might have been. Shout out to mailmans out there.
By the way, John, we should
Cool.
like do more of these shows because we get a lot more female viewers.
Yeah. Well, I got the
Sure.
pressure for
Yeah.
doing the man. I
Yeah.
was told it wasn't fair. We didn't do man.
And that's cool. That's shout out.
Oh,
the supernatural fan over
No,
here.
okay. I am.
No,
all right, all right.
Ryan Gosling's hotter than this dude.
All right, Jat. Look.
Just
I
say it.
know a lot of women that love this show, and there's a huge fan base of women that love this show, but they would not pick him
They
before
would pick Dean, right?
Dean. Before,
Yeah, yeah.
no way. And
But even Ryan Gosling's
Don't-
hotter than that
Don't
guy.
ask me why I said that.
no, no,
Chris Hemsworth is hotter than that guy.
yeah, no.
I like Dean's character better. I think that's why I chose him.
Yeah,
Not
there-
that because he's hotter.
Yeah. Because even my co-star on the Wednesday Night Live show, Allison, will tell you.
I love Allison.
Yeah, she.
Shout
Shout out to Allison.
Yeah, shout out Allison.
Yeah, she would not pick him. She would not pick him.
He was the one that was also in Gilmore.
He
Girls,
did
yeah, I think.
Texas Walker.
Oh, really?
Walker, Texas Ranger?
Yeah. He
In
brought
the new version?
Yep.
Okay, I didn't see
Yeah,
the new
he
version.
was the new.
It's really who
he's
can
the new-
who can replace Chuck Norris?
That's why I would never have taken that role.
Yeah, who can
There's
replace
no
Chuck
way.
Norris?
I
Man,
can't see anyone.
18-year-olds don't know who Chuck Norris is, but they know who this guy is.
right?
Number 2. Here we go. We're getting close to that number 1 spot. I don't know.
I knew this motherfucker was going to be on this list.
He looks
fucking knew it.
gay. He looks like Russell Crowe with long hair. Not Russell Crowe, but who's the comedian? Russell. He married Katy, or he dated Katy Perry for a while.
Oh, you're talking
Russell,
about Russell Brand.
Russell Brand.
Yeah.
Oh, he does.
He looks like he's eyeliner, dude.
Hey,
Yeah.
but you know what? Shout out Jared Leto. I love his movies. And 30 Seconds to Mars or whatever.
That's fine, but he looks like a chick right there.
He's an
with a beard.
Oscar award-winning actor.
Bro, think about that. He's 53. I mean, I don't know when that picture was
Holy
taken.
shit! I just
but,
noticed that.
Like, that
53.
guy is, bro, that fool's a fucking vampire.
All right, let's see what the ladies.
The ladies say no on number 3. Tracy says take number 3 off the list.
Yeah.
Now where Jared Leto was my husband in high school.
Damn, you got
Shout out
married.
Tracy.
You got married early.
This guy should never have made the list. No. Tracy's nums.
No.
And
I don't know who this fucking guy is.
Where's Eric Bana? All right, where's Eric
Like
Bana
I
on
said,
this list?
I knew he was going to be on the list for sure. I just didn't.
Yeah, but where's Eric Bana? Eric Bana was Hector and
All
Troy.
right, hold on here because I got it. I don't know who this guy is. I want to
I've
see
seen him.
I want to see his
There-
movie list.
30 Seconds to Mars.
Oh, he's
whatever
on
it's got.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, he's the Joker. He's one of the.
Okay, so
Oh, is he the one that actually? This is a great movie.
Yeah, Morbius.
Yeah.
Shout out
that one-
Morbius. Shout
Yeah.
out Marvel. Like,
Yeah.
come sponsor us.
Okay, and he was in American Psycho back in 2000.
yeah, but that's Christian Bell right there.
He was also in Fight Club. He was like the blonde guy who stood out in the porch for like 3 days to join their.
Oh, okay.
He's in a phenomenal Nick Cage movie called Lord of War.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
Didn't see that one.
the little
That's
brother.
a good movie, Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Where's
And-
Eric Bana and all this?
and it's a true
we
story.
Need, we need some Eric Bana. Although I'm seriously, Brad Pitt should be number 1. No, Gosling should be 1 right here.
All right, hold on.
Let's go to let's just go to number 1.
No. Let's guess who number 1 would be.
Yeah,
Who would your number 1?
If it's George fucking Clooney, I'm out of here.
yeah.
Mm.
I don't
Bob's
know who
gonna
it
riot.
is. I didn't look.
Wait,
No, I
who's,
know. So who would you?
who's the new Batman? Henry.
Henry
The kid
Cavill.
From are you talking about the kid from
The new Batman.
Oh, the newest one?
Henry, what's his last?
Well, Henry Cavill's like
Henry Cavill.
yeah,
The
he
dude
was
from
Batman, but
Twilight.
there's a new one now.
No, Superman. I'm sorry,
Who's the
Superman.
guy from
Oh,
Twilight?
Henry Cavill,
no,
Superman.
yeah, that's it. But who's Batman?
Who's the guy from Twilight?
No,
His
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. You
He's
think
a
he's gonna be number
stupid
one?
Batman.
No, I'm just saying, isn't that who played? Yeah, I thought he was talking.
No, I'm Henry Cavill, Superman.
All right, I don't know, man.
Let's get back to our comments.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I was going to do drum roll for that.
Who cares? I'm sorry, John. Just go number one.
If the number one,
Gerard Butler. No, not Robert Pattinson. He sucks.
Yeah. All right, you ready here?
All right, ladies, here we go. Drum roll. Ladies, for watching the show. Thank you very much.
There we go.
Who is he? He's a good-looking dude. Vampire Diary.
I don't know who he is, dude.
He's 46.
Yeah, he was the brother of the who had asthma. And yes, there we go with this. He looks good. I don't know about his personality, man.
Nope. I still like
that's a whack number one.
I still like Gosling.
You think Gosling should have been number one?
I still think Gosling.
Popularity, probably.
Yeah. Well, I don't think this guy's that popular, man.
He's married to Ethan.
Yeah, see,
No, I'm saying-
Erica doesn't know who he is.
Exactly.
He looks damn good.
There you go.
It's those eyes, huh, Erica? I build him a fucking house.
Wow.
Hey, just for some real honesty here.
I'm being honest.
Just for some real honesty here, okay? It's been 27 years, Erica. 27 years.
Oh, stop. The drums are still going. I'm sorry.
No, Erica.
No, the drums are still going.
No, Erica. The drums are still going. Okay. Go back to the comments.
That's funny. Shout out. Thank you, whoever.
No, Erica. No.
Tracy, thank you.
Either Brad Pitt or Ryan Gosling was number one.
Erica says Hemsworth should.
No. So it's been 27 years since I've known Erica.
Yeah.
27 years.
Uh-huh.
Erica, I still dream about you naked.
Oh, but
Erica, no, this is cool. Erica, just remember, a guy like me will never have a shot with a girl like you. And that's all you guys need to know.
Yeah,
Shout out to that, Bob.
Shout out to the guys that don't have a shot. I can't drink anymore.
Yeah.
Here, now we'll
shout
drink.
out Bobby.
Mountain Dew.
Bobby Boogie.
Johnny's got to work.
That's it.
I'm sorry about the drums.
Stop the drums.
Sorry, Tracy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know who he is, but I mean, I get it. I mean, he's got those. I don't know, fucking those eyes. I'd pay for those fucking eyes.
All right, look. You know who he looks like?
Who does he look like?
And this will be stupid, okay?
No.
Let's
Looks like a
visualize
vampire.
this.
That's why he was in that Vampire Diaries.
No, he looks
Jason
like
Atkins. That's who I was.
no, he looks like the guy who was in Will and Grace.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah. You're right.
Will and Grace was a show. Yeah.
Will and Grace. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
gay on the show.
Yeah.
He looks like the guy on Will and Grace.
And this was the hottest men of all time.
Wow.
The faces that stole. Yeah, I don't know. I this is
Hey,
the
dude.
list.
Like it started off pretty strong, and
Yeah.
then it kind of went.
Yeah.
You know, after Hemsworth and Gosling, it went downhill.
No, dude. I'm just saying. Like they started off with 11. I think it was like 11, 10, maybe
Yeah.
even 9 was like
Yeah.
non-white people, and then it just went down the line. Because I honestly thought.
Look, they
But-
used go. Hey, Johnny, go down one. Go down up. Go back
I
up.
think.
Go back
I think,
up. Go back up. That was Brad Pitt and Legends of the
And
Fall.
Yeah.
which-
Great.
Great.
Fuck,
movie.
These are all younger
And,
pictures
hey,
of even.
All right.
even
Yeah,
even-
Brad Pitt should be number one. Just seeing that picture.
Dude, just the list, his list of women that he's
Yeah.
been with.
Hey, you know who I'm
I
glad
love
who's not on the list anymore? George fucking Clooney.
George Clooney. How
Glad he's
long?
not.
Wasn't
Why
that
do you
long
got-
ago that he
Why
wanted
do
to
you got
sex his
hate
man
for
alive?
George
Yeah.
Clooney?
Fuck
Did he
George Clooney.
Yeah.
Does he live in
here,
Turlock
look,
or something? No, but I was surprised Idris Elba wasn't on there.
Right.
I'm surprised Jason Statham wasn't on there. Like,
Jason Momoa.
There you go.
Yeah, but see, I don't think
My
I
twin.
ran into a lot of women that just don't find him attractive. at
Jason
all.
Momoa.
Yeah,
I want his apps.
He
Yeah,
fucking talks
yeah.
to a lot of white women. So no, I'm just like,
Yes, a river runs through it. Brad Pitt was great in that.
yeah.
Thelma and Louise.
hey,
Brad was good in Thelma and Louise.
Interview with the Vampire.
Interview with the Vampire with
Yeah.
Tom
Yeah.
Cruise.
Yeah,
He was
Oh,
sexy.
God.
don't be a hater, George Clooney.
I've been watching the Ocean's movies. Those are
Erica,
fire, man.
Erica, that's because you grew up with him and you're just as old as he is.
Yeah.
But Erica, I still love you. You're still
Yeah.
my favorite.
George Clooney and ER.
Yeah,
Damn.
how did Don Knotts make this? Not make
Don Knotts.
Don
Oh
Knotts
shit, we
movie.
forgot
These
Gerard.
things registered lethal weapons.
Gerard Butler wasn't on this.
I love
Gerard.
Gerard Butler,
So,
man.
these guys.
Eric Bana. Why isn't Eric Bana on the list?
Let's bring him back and do another.
He was Hector on Troy, dude. Eric Bana was a legend.
Well, here's the hottest men list.
Oh, there you go. There's your.
There's
Henry.
Clooney on the list. Henry Cavill. There we go.
Yeah.
Channing Tatum.
I feel like
How do we forget about Channing Tatum?
Bradley
Yeah, I'm
Cooper.
surprised he.
I feel like this is the
Every
sports
lady
show right
wanted
now.
Channing Tatum. After Magic Mike,
Channing. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
him
I was
and
That's the name I was surprised was.
Channing
Bradley Cooper.
Tatum.
Yeah, but he hasn't done anything in a long time.
No, I know, but yeah.
Oh man.
But Channing Tatum
Yeah.
and Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
surprised that RDJ's not on here. There's like a lot of people, but I mean, you know, at least it's not people from like the 1929.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, James Dean. James Dean was the coolest dude ever.
Yeah, number one on this list.
James Dean was like the coolest. Hey, Art, he's
Yeah.
dead.
he dead. He dead. He dead.
Well, you know what? Shout out Marilyn Monroe.
He died in a car wreck.
Damn. Hey, you know what?
Yeah, Marlon Brando.
James-
Well, yeah. I mean,
Cool,
Erica,
man.
you don't want to talk to him. You just want to like make out with him and see him naked.
Cary Grant.
Cary Grant was a legend. Dude.
Wasn't that dude like slapping women in the movie?
Rock Hudson was gay and nobody knew it.
Yeah, nobody knew it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, that's crazy. I never knew it.
You know, Rock Hudson was gay. Paul Newman. You gotta love Paul Newman in God, what was it? Cool Hand Luke.
Cool Hand Luke.
Oh, and
What
then
we have here.
well, it's failure
Yeah,
to
to
communicate.
That sounds familiar.
Oh, it's great. Like
Wrestling.
Elvis.
I would
Shout
kill.
out
I would
Elvis,
kill
man.
to look like Elvis today. Today.
Yes, I would. You know, Ryan Felipe
1950,
was.
but
Shout
today.
out Elvis.
Oh, I only would want Tatum to dance for me. I'm a sucker for a man that can dance. Like, yes, you, Erica, you love your men who can dance. And by the way, Erica, you guys can't dance like that here. Okay,
Oh,
just you
what
can't
the
dance
fuck?
like that
Get
here.
ready to hit the button.
Shout out Elvis, man.
No, that's a good story.
Stephen Queen.
That's a good
Hey,
Yeah.
he's well,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Robert Redford.
Redford.
Yeah.
All right, so
That's a man's
Redford,
man. That's a man's man, though.
that's why we like him.
dude.
That's why we
See,
like him. We're
I
like,
think Brad Pitt has a lot of Redford in it.
Yeah,
there
he
you go.
does.
You're right.
Yeah.
Because
absolutely
Redford
right.
was smooth. I mean, Butch Cassidy, the Sundance
There
Kid.
you go. Another
Clint,
guy.
love Clint.
Man's
The
man.
Natural, even when he got older, The Natural.
Yeah, the man.
The Sting. Redford was great in
So
almost everything.
hold on, you guys are around. Didn't this fool stick a
Richard Gere.
gerbil?
Yeah, that rumor,
Yeah,
a gerbil up his ass. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
Richard Gere's-
Patrick Swayze.
Damn.
Patrick Swayze's a legend. Yes,
It
Tracy.
took 10
But do you
people.
really
to
wanna
get
date a
Patrick
man
Swayze,
that's
non-white
4'11"?
person.
Patrick Swayze was, oh God, he was so cool.
But would you
Crazy
want to date a
Swayze.
man that was 4'11"?
Come on. Patrick Swayze was in Red Dawn.
Yeah, I mean,
And then
Maybe
Dirty
if your
Dancing.
name is Bertha.
hey, I'm not part of this.
no.
I'm not part of this.
He's- wait, wait.
You slipped me the note.
No.
To say Bertha's name.
No, that's a lot.
Look.
The
He's
gas- the
Caucasian.
gas-
Bertha doesn't want it.
Oh, and you know what? Shout out Patty. She's a new fan, subscriber.
Hey,
like,
Patty?
Shout out Patty.
Love
she was
Patty.
Watching the other.
Patty's my
Other
favorite on my
podcast.
shift. I love
Is
Patty.
she on
No, I don't think she's following right now. But I'm just saying. she's-
Patrick Swayze should have been on the list because Patrick
Man,
Swayze
Kurt
is a great one.
Cobain. Kurt Cobain.
Ghost. Patrick Swayze and Ghost. What woman did not want Patrick Swayze after Ghost?
what's her
Oh,
name?
there you go. That's the man of the hour.
George Clooney.
You gotta give it to him though. He is fucking aging nicely. I don't know if it's science or if it's just genes.
You know what? I think he just went gray early, and it gave him that like
it gave him that the women
that vibe. You know what I mean? A mature looking guy. Ooh,
Brad Pitt. I love Brad Pitt.
I've never seen that picture of Brad Pitt. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
That's Brad Pitt's incredible.
He's like super
best
young.
looking,
in that
the best looking hitchhiker.
Yeah. Best looking hitchhiker ever. He was on
Killer.
Thelma and Louise, man.
one. No, I know, but I think this movie was actually called like California or something like
No,
that.
Thelma and Louise.
And
That's
this
his
is the
picture from
movie
Thelma and
right here.
Louise?
Yeah,
I thought
This
he had
is-
long hair and
I
This
think
is
he
the
might
movie where he fell in love with Angelina.
yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I love that movie.
I wonder why they didn't do more movies together. There you go, Leo.
You know what? Leo,
if you're not
look,
25,
I
get
like
outta here.
Leo in the Titanic,
Forget about it.
and I like Leo in
This movie's good. Beaches.
There's a
The
movie.
beach.
I think if you want to see how good of an actor he is, you got to go all the way to far back, but Basketball
There you
Diaries.
go. That's a good movie. Right
That's his like.
I think Titanic was the
No,
first
he
one.
didn't really act that well.
Hey,
No, he was great.
No, he
Basketball
was a good.
Diaries.
He's a good. But if you ever watch that movie,
Yeah.
you can see
Yeah.
him.
No.
how he
The
grew-
movie he did with Tom Hanks, where he was
Catch Me If You Can.
yes,
Catch Me If You Can.
was good.
That
too.
was awesome.
I liked him playing an R word at Gilbert Grape.
Yeah, Gilbert Grape.
What?
Ricky Martin. Oh yeah, let's bring the gay guy in. Ricky Martin. She bangs. She bangs. She bangs.
Yeah,
Living la vida loca. Yeah, she bangs. She
Dude,
bangs.
Bob, let's be honest. What woman was not fucking absolutely totally in love
Oh,
with him?
every woman was hot for
Dude.
Ricky Martin until he
Hey.
goes, I'm
Hey,
gay.
I'm gay.
Ricky Martin was hot for Ricky Martin, dude.
Heath Ledger. Love Heath Ledger.
There you go.
Jared Leto.
man.
No, go ahead.
Dude, imagine if Jared Leto had a
Pharrell Williams.
an accent.
Yeah,
Pharrell Williams.
I gotta give him. He's
He's a
pretty good looking guy.
producer. Yeah, he's cool.
He's
Vibe
alright.
check.
Timberlake.
Timberlake? Timberlake was awesome in Trouble with the Curve.
Yeah.
I love Justin
Never
Timberlake.
seen that movie, but I've seen.
It's with Clint Eastwood.
Oh, I've seen him in a
Good
couple
movie.
movies. I just can't.
Lenny Kravitz is
No.
on that list.
Hey,
Where's Jason
again,
Momoa?
Look,
Ryan Felipe.
Dude.
Love Ryan
So
Felipe.
Lenny Kravitz, that guy's also like in his 50s or
Yeah.
60s. Like he's,
I
that-
don't know.
that Ryan
Johnny
Felipe.
Depp is gay.
that Ryan Felipe picture. That's probably like from 2000.
Yeah, I think that's back when he was married to Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Idris, there we go.
There you go. That's my guy, Idris Elba, man.
Yeah,
He
he's
should have
on there.
been top 5.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
I
Yeah.
think he
This
for me
podcast
like
has taken a
if
weird
I
turn for
I've said this about this guy all the time.
Yeah.
Like if I saw him walking down the street, I wouldn't know who he was.
No.
It's just,
Oh yeah.
he's
He has-
not like
and I think-
it doesn't shout out Hollywood.
and I think that's the appeal for him.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we call like the girl next door. He's the guy next door.
The guy
you know
next
what I
door
mean?
that wants to date your daughter.
He's a little bit dark.
Oh,
This-
Prince Henry, baby.
Hey.
You know what? I hope he becomes king one day.
I want to
He's
ask the
cool.
ladies.
That's a
He's cool.
trip.
Your,
bro.
Prince
give,
Harry's
give
cool.
us your thoughts on Prince Henry.
Prince Harry.
Harry.
I think he's just cool.
That's the
He is
older
the rebel.
one.
He's the
Or,
rebel.
No, that's the younger one.
That's the other.
Stamos.
Huh?
Stamos
Hey,
has never gotten old.
shout out Uncle Jesse, man.
Full House,
Should have put him on like
Oh,
top
dude.
10.
dude.
He plays the drums. Did you see that?
Yeah,
When he
he
played the
does.
drums, bro, he was sick.
Stamos was the coolest guy ever when he was on TV.
He
We all wanted to be
Elvis.
Yes.
He was a biker.
Yeah.
He's damn near a Beach Boy. So he shout out to
I
him.
don't know. I don't
This
I
know.
guy-
think Tyson, no. Tyson
He's a super-
Beckford.
he's a
nah,
man.
He's a
Nice.
model
So-
for Tommy Hilfiger back in the
Go on, Harry. Not good looking. See, I love Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, he's married to a pretty hot chick, but she's an idiot.
Yeah, he's married to Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Dude, now see, here's the problem, right? So they mentioned his movies, Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, Pirates of the Caribbean. His best movie,
Damn, I wish I could see how much money he made.
Kingdom of Heaven.
Oh yeah, that one's good.
Yeah, he's the star of Kingdom of Heaven. I don't know why they're not putting that on. Kingdom of Heaven's a great movie. Gosling.
Wow.
How's
he's
Gosling 29?
29.
How's Gosling 20 all time?
I agree with Bob. Gosling should be higher on the list.
John Legend. Nah, go ahead. He's married to Chrissy, whatever that bitch is.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds.
31? Come on,
31.
man.
31.
But you know what though? They played it right with James Dean first,
Yeah,
and then Cary Grant.
Yeah. This is all time.
All time.
Yeah, this is all
So,
time. Yeah.
Those guys have a lot to catching up to.
Yeah.
I love Bradley Cooper. Channing Tatum. There's hey Channing Tatum, could you like dance for Erica because she would love
Yeah.
you to dance for her.
Reenact the scene.
You might get hey,
Dude,
Channing
the-
Tatum. You might get lucky.
the way you have it right now, it makes it look like he has like a big forehead or he's going bald, and that doesn't look attractive at all. Now do it back how you had it, like
Yeah, married to Ashley Judd.
Yeah.
Lucky motherfucker in the
Yeah.
movie. But
Let me I had
Oh, I
we
think
lost
I know
Mike.
life.
We lost
Chrissy-
the mic for a
Chrissy
second.
Teigen. Yeah.
So let me see if it goes back on. Hey, ladies, can you hear us out there? Let me make sure you can hear us. Let me know because it said my mics went out. Yeah, Matthew. Yeah, he's
Matthew McConaughey's
And
awesome.
that
Drake. You can go past
Uh,
Drake.
Matthew McConaughey
keep
has
going.
that thing where he has the accent, dude.
Oh, dude. Harold and Kumar
Yeah,
go to White Castle.
yeah.
I love that dude. Start that.
Finally,
Matthew
an
used to
Asian
be.
guy in
I
this
can,
motherfucker.
I can now.
guess.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, the first
John
fucking
Cho.
Asian guy on number 30.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's funny is
30 what?
Yeah.
both
36?
him and the other guy
Yeah.
have actually played some really smart roles.
Yeah.
It's so
Who the fuck is the other? What do you mean the other guy?
Oh, the
Oh, you
Indian
talking
dude.
in Harold and Kumar?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Indian dude. Yeah.
when
Kumar.
I saw him on
Uh-huh.
Bones,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was like, dude, that fucker's smart.
Yeah.
I remember this dude in American Pie. He was the
American Pie.
Yeah,
Milf.
American Pie.
Milf.
Stifler's mom.
Yeah,
Stifler's mom. MILF.
yeah.
Milf.
I always
Milf.
shout out the Asians, man.
I love John Hamm.
There you go.
John Hamm is in Landman with
Isn't that guy like he has a big?
I
cock?
love Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. All right, David Beckham.
Beckham.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
man.
enough with the guys. We're done.
No, keep going. I want to go to
He-
50. Let's go
He
to 50.
plays proper football.
Yeah.
Yo, you tripping with this one?
Dude.
Get this motherfucker out of here, bro.
All right. All right. Go ahead. Keep scrolling.
Damn. he's-
All I'm saying, if he's on this list,
Yeah.
what's his name from Saturday Night Live's on this list?
Hey, Nick Cage better be on this list.
You know what I'm
he's-
talking about? That's dated the Kardashians, dated every hot woman in the fucking planet.
Oh, Pete Davidson?
yeah. If he's on this list, I'm done.
Oh, he does look like Pete
He
Davidson.
does look like
Yeah.
Pete Davidson.
Because they look
Yeah.
alike. So
Yeah,
I,
you're right. You're
if
right.
he's on
Keep going,
here,
Keep going.
I think he has an accent too, honestly. Childish Gambino.
I don't know who that is. Keep going.
Yeah, he's cool.
I don't know.
Shout out Childish Gambino. Joe Margaret.
He was in.
Hey,
he was also
Michael
in
Leonard.
Magic Mike.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did none of this.
He didn't, and he was
Yeah,
phenomenal in that movie.
Yeah, he
man.
was.
Yeah,
He's the only person I truly thought was Italian on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought.
No, the other the Nanas I did.
John
except-
Manchione.
all right, we're going to talk about, it, but everyone's giving shit for what's her name being on that set, and that's Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, because she's not
Oh.
really Italian.
And I set the
Right.
record straight on a post because they were just ripping her
There you
apart.
go.
They're saying
Hey,
she didn't
and-
belong on
yeah.
there. She's not Italian. Blah, blah.
Yeah,
I go,
yeah.
number one, she's half Italian.
there you go.
Number two, every
You make a
neighborhood,
sandwich.
every neighborhood
Yeah,
that you lived in that was either Italian,
yeah,
neighborhoods had the sexy woman that was a hairstylist
yeah.
that drove all the men fucking absolutely,
Absolutely,
crazy
yes.
and pissed off all the moms,
Yeah.
There you go.
all the women. And
Absolutely.
she fit that role
Facts.
absolutely perfect.
There you go.
Yeah, that
Like
part.
I pictured South Philly, that
Yeah.
one woman that would walk down the street and every fucking Italian dad.
Yeah,
Hey, yo, hey.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, you doing? Look at the
Shout out.
caboose
And
on that.
my mom's like, what's going on outside? Something wrong? The kid's doing something wrong? No. Close.
Not
it.
that. You got nothing wrong.
There's always one.
Shout out Susan Sarandon. I think I shouted her out in the first.
Shout out to
episode.
all the hot
Yeah.
hairstylists out there
Yeah,
that showed a little boob.
There you go.
Hey.
A little bit.
Do you guys remember that movie? Fucking Edward Scissorhands.
Go ahead, ASAP Rocky. Keep going.
Do you guys remember Edward Scissorhands?
Yeah.
Love, yeah.
That hairstylist was pretty cool looking too.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah,
keep
there's
going.
always.
I don't know who this guy is. Keep going.
I don't know who that guy
Yeah.
Yeah, keep going.
Let's go.
Henry
Hey.
Cavill. That's a good looking dude.
is.
Superman.
Superman.
How can you not want? There's the other Chris. There's the Hemsworth. Yeah.
47.
Love Thor was awesome.
I don't
Who's
know.
he? I don't know.
He's
One
from the-
Direction.
One Direction.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not a little teenage girl.
49.
Mahershala Ali.
Nah, keep going.
And number 50.
Okay. Here's where. All right, so here's where this.
So Bob's gonna storm out right now.
No. I'm a man. I'm a man.
I'm a man.
Here's where this dude. Here's where this list is messed up.
Yeah.
What's his name? Chadwick.
Chadwick Boseman.
Chose Chadwick. Where's he on the list?
You're not.
42. Black Panther. Chadwick Boseman was a good-looking dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got nothing else to say.
All I'm
on
gonna
this
say.
topic.
Forget about it.
All right, ladies, we did it. We did it.
All right, ladies. Are we
That was
almost
for
done
y'all,
here?
man. Happy Mother's Day, man. I hope you guys like it.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hope y'all had a
Shout
good
out
Mother's
to
Day.
All the mamas.
Yeah, we gotta go because I gotta explain to Art a couple of references I made earlier, but we can't see on air.
What the But yeah,
And Johnny's got to work.
Yeah, Johnny's got to go to work.
Johnny's
Out
got to
here
go to work.
celebrating,
But
man.
ladies, thanks for participating.
Yeah,
It was a
we
lot
did
of
it.
fun.
This was the 4th episode.
Yeah,
That's
not the
that's
third. Johnny made it. Who will
that's
correct the error at some point in time? Actually,
Well, that's why we're celebrating, man. 4
Yes.
episodes. I remember when the BS show didn't have
Yes.
a couple episodes for a while, and I think
Exactly.
it was 4.
yeah.
And I was like, man, because I was tripping too, like, dude, this is the 4th one. I remember after that hiatus for 4 weeks, I was like, man, I really missed that show. Like, I didn't feel right.
Yeah. And
So-
hey,
Now
and,
you're part of it.
and
Yeah.
by the way, ladies, Becky, Erica,
Yeah, that's what I'm
Tracy,
saying, bro.
if we get more female viewers, we'll do
Yeah.
more of this
And-
discussion
Always. And
because
you
we
know,
like our ladies.
shout out to these two dudes because I looked out. I looked up, the BS show and all that stuff. You guys been doing this for years,
Yeah.
man.
About 3 years.
You guys
yeah.
put in the work.
3 more
3 or 4 years.
Yeah, man. You guys
Since
put in the
2020.
work.
Yeah.
since COVID. Remember, it was started
COVID,
right
yeah.
at COVID.
Yeah, it was me, you, and Mike. and
Mike,
Brian.
Bruce, and
Brian.
that dude from one of the Dakotas.
Yeah, okay, whatever. we'll discuss that at a later time. Too.
One real quick topic because I was asked to discuss this topic
Okay,
before we go.
Mhm.
And I'm looking at my dog right here.
Love Enzo.
All right. This is a dog question.
Okay.
Do you feel, ladies, relax, that they always say the dog represents the owner, that's
Yes.
how do you feel about like guys carrying little poodles around and chihuahuas?
Fuck no. You can have a Chihuahua, but don't take him with you. Leave it at home. Don't put a Chihuahua in your man purse. It does not make you look sexy. It makes you look gay.
All right, so I had a friend, like before we shout him out, he's dead already.
Shout out to the dead guy.
Shout out to the dead guy.
Shout out Doughboy, man. I miss you, bro.
Hey, Doughboy.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. So he
No, I can't do that. Dog will look
he
it up.
had a little dog, but it was his grandma's who passed away.
Okay.
He had always, and he's ECV, so shout out to the Clampers, man. You
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, Clampers. That was Clamper weekend last week. But go ahead.
Okay, yeah, he was part of you guys, so but yeah, he loved that little dog, and so yeah, I don't know, I don't feel as strongly.
When you see this question came up to me because someone asked me and I had like flashbacks because like dogs were always part of truck drivers. Truck drivers always had a dog.
Yeah.
And their over the road guys always had a dog in their truck. And like the last 10 years, I started seeing these guys taking these little poodles, like old ass men carrying these little dogs around.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I don't know if I just it didn't look like I wanted to see I want to see a German Shepherd come out of there.
Right.
I want to see a big dog come out there.
Right.
And he's like cuddling this little dog. He's got the little jacket on it, little hat, and he's carrying. I'm like, you're a grown ass man, dude. You're a grown ass man.
I mean, it all depends on the relationship.
So
nothing wrong with it.
I know, but look, I inherited a small dog when my parents died. Dora. Dora was a Jack Russell Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Shout out Dora.
Love Dora. Dora was a great dog.
Yeah.
Dora died.
What kind of dog? What kind of dog was
Jack
she?
Russell and
Jack
Chihuahua.
Russell,
Jack
okay.
Russell.
I left her at home. I would never take her with me
Yeah,
because
yeah.
why?
Yeah.
Now my dog Princess, Golden Retriever.
Yeah.
I opened the car door.
Oh,
She
yeah.
jumped up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah,
We're
let's
rolling.
go. Yeah.
That's another thing too, man. If your dog isn't the kind of, some dogs aren't meant to be out in public just because
Yeah.
they don't want to be. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yeah, their personalities, everything.
Yeah,
All
every
right,
dog's
you
different. But
People out there, we did a full show. We talked about the hottest men in the planet. We talked about what kind of sandwich that we want named after
Yes,
us and
the
what's
boogie.
inside it.
the boogie, shout out,
Yeah,
boogie,
shout out to
man.
the boogie and the Aristotle.
Yeah,
Aristotle.
yeah.
And I'm going to
Yeah,
call him.
fuck
I
around.
have to come up with a name for mine.
I thought we called it the Truncali, right?
That's Truncali.
I need another name. It's got to be.
Wanna-
something.
Oh.
It's gotta be. I'll come up with it. I'll come up with it.
But yeah, man. So shout out to all y'all for watching.
Yeah, and shout out to all the hot women out there. The show is always going to end with the hot women.
Yes, Erica. Yes, and Tracy. And yes, all the ladies.
Look for an invitation to the.
The notebook.
The
The
notebook.
notebook.
We will have a notebook
Yeah.
party just for John, Erica, and Tracy.
Might have to get a keg for that one.
Yes. It's gonna be, yeah, but you know what? A lot and a lot of Kleenex because
I ain't crying.
Johnny's gonna cry.
I ain't
I
crying.
guarantee
Yeah,
you.
I
Cry.
kind of want to watch the Notebook, man. Bob's hyping it up so much.
The Notebook's a great movie.
Have you not seen it either?
I have not seen it, John.
Hey, all I gotta say 2 words:
I
Rachel
don't know about
McAdams.
all that.
Fuck that
Rachel
Notebook.
McAdams and Ryan Gosling.
She doesn't do anything for me. All right, we are
Yeah,
here.
you're gay then.
All right, we're out of here. Everybody look at the camera and say goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.